We got some more audio clips now. What's the second audio clip?
This is another recording that was taken in the same house as the first one. This one, I think, is where the entity is showing its true colors.
How long is this one?
It's pretty much the same way with
About
just
2 or
a
3
few seconds.
All right, now let's listen to this a couple of times, and then he'll help us understand what was being said. Listen to this closely. All right, let's hear it again, this audio clip. What's the name of the audio clip?
Must drown her now.
Must drown her now. Let's listen to it again. Now, that's clearly saying must drown her now.
Yes. These
now,
are all
that's
Class A
pretty,
recordings.
that's pretty wicked.
Yes.
Oh, they get worse. Though. I mean, as bad as that sounds, you know, when you're at a location, you're recording audio, and obviously all of these we don't hear them when we're recording. It's only on playback that you actually hear some of the responses and that sort of thing. But it's you know, when you play it back and somebody's verbally you know, cursing at you, threatening you personally, or threatening your team or the people that live in the house, you know, it can become you know, it's a very scary thing.
Right. That's where your confidence, not arrogance, but confidence in Christ has to come in and
That's
realize
right.
that He's overcome the evil one.
A lot of times you have to kind of check yourself and you know, take a step back, reassess the situation.
Get out of the way and let God take over.
That's right.
Right.
Give up.
Yeah. Now, I had an experience. Let me tell you if this makes any sense to you. You might think, no, you may think it's weird, but when I was 5 years old, I moved into a home and there was this doll in a corner, and there was something evil and wicked about that doll. I felt it. I knew that it was bad. And I remember as 5 years old praying, God help me get rid of this doll. And I picked it up by its hairs, and ran out and threw it into across a pasture.
You're saying a doll?
A doll,
I
D-O-L-L.
thought you said D-O-G.
No,
I was
a
gonna say,
doll.
man, you're mean. That's why I thought that way too.
No, a doll, a play doll. But that may not make any sense, but it
No,
felt
it does.
evil, it felt wicked. I mean, it felt like it was watching me, and there's no imagination. I remember the oppression. I remember the evil I felt there, and I prayed. God gave me strength. I threw it over. Now, people think I'm weird, but
There are such
it's
things as
common.
cursed items, and that's
and then when I got out, rid of the house, I remember feeling good.
Yep.
That make any sense?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are hundreds, perhaps thousands of documented cases of this. You've heard stories of people that have gone to antique stores and bought pieces of furniture and brought them home, and activity began. So, no, that's not strange to us at all.
Okay, and as God, Paul wore handkerchiefs or cloth, and they prayed over the cloths, and God blessed it, and people were healed. There can also be objects that are cursed, and
Absolutely.
that the evil has his presence over. But the bottom line, the victory is in Christ. Now, what did you do in this? You said she didn't want you there.
It got to a point where she already knew there was some activity going on, and she was frightened, but she didn't know until we got there and things really began to kick up. And I think
They knew what you were there for, didn't they?
Exactly, and I think she became overwhelmed, and I guess she figured if she stuck her head in the sand and ignored it, it would go away.
So, were they involved in anything they shouldn't have been involved in?
Well, there was an old Ouija board that we found
There you go.
in the closet.
That's more or less saying, just come on in.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
oh yeah. And we noticed by some of the aerial photographs that in the backyard there was a large, probably 20-foot diameter white circle with what could have been some symbols in there. People a lot of times will try to put their best face forward. They'll omit certain things like that because
They
they're
don't want
worried.
to take responsibility.
Exactly.
So it is very stupid and asinine and retarded and idiotic to get involved in seances and Ouija boards and things of this nature.
That's right.
You're more or less saying, devil, just come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, what we do, we were having this conversation. What we do, we are playing with fire. That's something we do.
Right.
But at the same time, it's kind of like being a firefighter. We have that training. We've got that armor of God that we can put on.
Let me tell you what I did myself to give folks this example before we go to break real quick. I buy old albums and put them on the radio and things, you know, the station we're over. And one of the albums that slipped in was a woman who was channeling to the dead and letting them play music to the piano. I didn't even play it. I looked at it. I knew right away this thing should not be in the house. I had my wife take it outside. I prayed when she did it, and she took a hammer and busted it up.
Sure.
And we threw it away. And I believe that was the right course of action to take.
That's right.
You know, so you don't play with fire.
No.
We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Out of the Box with your host, Dennis, and
Lloyd Markham,
with our special guest from the Georgia Ghost Society.
Bob and Drew.